What's up guys? Long time no see. I had this video planned out for the past week and just had a lot on my mind with this. I even filmed a little like tester video. I was trying to write down my feelings and what I wanted to say, and I just like couldn't get it on paper, so I decided to just make a video. I watched the video over this morning going on my walk, just been praying about it, and it's gonna be a little bit different to my regular type content. Just felt really cool to make this video for lots of different reasons that I will get into. I just want this to be as real and raw as possible. I think it's time that I talk about this because I only ever want to be authentic to you guys. I feel like that's how this channel started, letting you guys in on every part of my life. I've always talked so openly, even about like downsides of my life and the hardships and negative things. I understand I'm not obligated to share every struggle and everything that goes on in my life, but at the same time I want to be open with you guys, and I like you guys knowing everything. And sometimes I overshare, but I feel like that's why we used to be so close. Always felt very connected to my subscribers. Always loved reading all the DMs I get about other girls feeling so close to me and feeling like they relate to me and they can connect with me on like a deeper level than just a regular influencer. Obviously no shade to other influencers, but I feel like I've always opened up about things that a lot of people wouldn't usually talk about, and I don't ever want to stop that. Let me just get into this and you'll see exactly what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm not making sense. Let's go, ladies. The past couple years since I moved back from LA in 2023 summer, I have felt extremely lost. I've started to really dislike the person I've become. Not in the sense of like my values or my morals, like I still love who I am on a baseline. Like I know for a fact I would never want to be anybody else and still love the values I have and my morals. What I mean by I don't like the person I've become, I'm just gonna be honest and real and raw. I have just been so insecure about so many different aspects in my life. Obviously, yes, there's like physical appearance type of insecurities that I struggled with. We all know I was dealing with a really bad eating disorder for a while. I feel like that's kind of the one thing that I have been more open and honest about, but there's many other things that have been going on that I feel like I haven't been so open about, and part of that is just like where I'm going in life. Usually I'm just like so on it, and you guys know I've always had big goals, big dreams. I've always made it a point to like work towards that and be hardworking, be motivated. Even when I was 14, I felt like I honestly had more drive and ambition, and that literally makes me feel disgusted to say. Like that's so humiliating to say out loud. This is what I mean by I dislike myself. It's more so been towards my motivation and my drive and like the lifestyle I've been living. I've always been the type of person to like get up and do something with my life. And I know a lot of people are gonna see this and be like, ugh, like you're literally a YouTuber, like you don't go to school, you don't have a real job, like you don't know what it's like. But actually, like I did work really hard. When I was really on it with my modeling, like I was really hardworking. Every day I woke up and I stuck to my goals. I said, what do I need to do today to progress in life? What do I need to do today to get myself a few steps closer to my goals? I would go to the gym, eat healthy, even on the days where I didn't want to. I would learn new skills, practice new recipes, explore my creativity. I was constantly like working on something, waking up, asking myself, how can I make myself a better person? How can I grow today? Then I would figure out a way to execute that. And lately, I just can't say I've been doing that. I just feel like I've backtracked so far in my life, and this is where my pride comes in. Every time I come back onto my YouTube channel, I'm like, hi guys, I'm gonna come back, da 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 da, and then I like just don't post for so long. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that part of it isn't laziness, because yeah, part of it is laziness, but a huge part of it is insecurity. Ugh. And this is why it's been so hard for me to make this video, because you guys know how I've always been about insecurities. Like never show your insecurities. I've always been so big on confidence and don't tell people your insecurities. They're only going to use it against you in life. But I just realized it's gotten out of hand. It's gotten to a point where my pride is just taking over to the point where it's holding me back. I think the main problem's been my insecurity. Insecurity of where I'm going with my life. Insecurity of the fact that I have backtracked in the sense of I was doing really well. I was signed to my dream modeling agency, making good money. I felt like I had a great relationship with you guys, was able to comfortably travel. I had savings. I had my dream body. Like life was just going so well for me. And then things happened. And here's the thing, it's not so black and white. Part of why things fell apart, yes, was because I went through things. I was in a really, not physically, but very mentally abusive relationship that I haven't really ever opened up about on here because I was honestly like genuinely afraid to. It really affected my eating disorder and made that spiral. I definitely went through things, but there has to be a point where you can't just blame everything on the things that you go through, and you have to take accountability. Yes, I went through those things, but I also developed bad habits. I stopped being disciplined, and all of that together caused me to backtrack. I lost all confidence to do modeling. I didn't want to be in front of a camera, which is literally my whole job. I didn't want to film videos. I had crippling insecurities. Yes, the modeling industry is inclusive these days, but not to insecure people. You have to have confidence. Stopped making so much money to get away from a really negative relationship I was in. My mom had to come over and pack my stuff up and help me get back to England. I don't know if I'm ready to open up about that side of things yet, but which is okay. But this is the part where I'm gonna say I don't think I was being very authentic. It's not like I was trying to not be authentic. I think it was just that I was so used to living this lifestyle of being up, of getting to travel, getting to see my friends, getting to go to cool places and do fun things. And when everything kind of blew up and all these struggles came in, I didn't want to give that up. I didn't want people to see that I'm now struggling and that I can't keep that up anymore. So I started being really irresponsible with my money. I know you guys ask me all the time, like, how do you afford to travel and go to fun places and do this and that? I feel like, first of all, I definitely do spend a lot less money than you guys probably think, like, or I guess the way I portray it. Like, first of all, I don't post often, and the only time I do post are those few times where I'm doing something fun, or traveling, or, you know, most of the time when I am flying to LA or traveling with friends, like they want me to stay at their place. When I was in LA earlier this year, I was staying with Lauren. But other than that, I would just like find cheap flights, and I'm living at home. I don't have bills. Being transparent, I don't pay rent or groceries when I'm at home with my mom or with my dad in Texas. When you guys see me go to Texas, like my dad usually pays for that. Although he doesn't usually fund my travel, he did pay for Japan. And I know I also get a lot of comments being like, you have rich parents. I really don't, but obviously they're not gonna make me pay for bills or food. I don't know, maybe that's not obvious. Oh, this is so embarrassing to talk about. The past couple years I've been really irresponsible with my money. Anytime a check comes in, I literally just spend it on trying to live the same lifestyle I used to live. Like, I literally have just been living like paycheck to paycheck. I just spend it all on traveling and seeing my friends and keeping up this lifestyle because that's all I feel like I can post. Like, I don't want to show people that I've backtracked and that I'm struggling to keep that up anymore. When I'm running low, I'll come back home to England where I'm not so worried about money. It's been so irresponsible. I haven't been saving. I used to always get DMs and be like, oh, your life looks so great. Like, I wish I could live like this. I don't want people to see me struggling with being able to do that now. It's my pride. It all comes back to my pride. That's what it is. Like, it's like I don't want my ex or my ex-best friend or I don't know, people that don't like me. I don't want them to be able to come stalk my pages and be like, damn, like she really backtracked, like she's down. Like, I don't want people to see me down. It's my pride. I'm still posting to please other people and to keep up an image of myself. That's like the main reason I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to be honest and say that it's not been easy and attainable for me to be living like this. Like, I've been so anxious because no matter what I'm doing, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like, where am I going? What goals am I achieving? Who am I helping? Who am I inspiring? This is so embarrassing to post. Like, this is so embarrassing to say out loud. It makes me deeply insecure. These insecurities are not just from like me gaining a little bit of weight because of my eating disorder. It's from me feeling like I don't have purpose. I've always found where I've built my most confidence is like from hard work and discipline. Me, when I was so confident in my fit, slim body before, it wasn't just because of like beauty standards, and I'm sure that played a role, but that confidence was stemmed from the everyday daily actions of me putting in the work. Every time I didn't want to go to the gym, but I went anyway. Every time I couldn't be bothered to go on a walk and I just wanted to stay in bed, but I went anyway. It's the actions of hard work and having discipline that really builds true confidence. With modeling, I was so confident because I put in that work. Like, worked so hard in prepping myself and planning photo shoots and getting together a portfolio and printing comp cards and flying to New York, walking in scared but having confidence. That's where my confidence came from. And I had put all the work in. That's where my confidence stemmed. And obviously, if I'm not doing much with my life, if I'm not actively working towards goals, how would I expect myself to be confident? Of course I'm going to be insecure. Of course I'm going to dislike myself. You're probably thinking, India, why are you sharing this? Like, why are you putting yourself through this humiliation ritual? Because that's honestly what this feels like. And I'm aware that some people are going to be coming onto this video and will get some sort of satisfaction from seeing me down, but I just wanted to be honest and explain that this is why I haven't been posting. This is why I haven't been able to get anything done. And it's because I keep telling myself I'm going to come back to YouTube once I have it all figured out. Like, I'm going to come back to YouTube once I have my confidence back. Like, once I have my dream body, once I'm up again and I've got it all under control and I've figured it all out, like, then I'll come back to YouTube. And I realized it's not something that can be done in the span of a month or two. And on top of that, it just made it so much harder for me to come back. It just put so much pressure on me. Like, after years of getting DMs being like, I look up to you, you've got my dream body, you live my dream life. Like, I felt like it would be humiliating to come back and show that I backtracked and that I've been struggling. Actually, I've been going through things that have caused me to no longer live my dream life, have my dream body. It's so embarrassing. It's also me in my head thinking, I can't post if I'm not traveling to the coolest place, buying the latest thing. Like, if I can't post that, I'm not gonna have good content. Like, no one's gonna want to watch me, which is so stupid because I built this whole channel in my bedroom in the Cotswolds. And I actually have plenty of DMs and messages saying, I love your Cotswolds vlogs. Like, I love your peaceful, like, chill things. It's not even like you guys are the ones trying to pressure me into only posting a certain lifestyle. At the end, that just comes down to my pride. It's literally just my pride. And because of that, it's been holding me back so much. It's been draining me financially, mentally, physically. I'm so drained of the pressure from myself, of my own pride, trying to keep up something that I honestly can't attain right now. And that's not to say I never will again. I know with hard work I can get anything I want. But the truth is, I haven't been putting in that hard work. I've been wanting the reward without putting in the work. Getting to live that way and travel and do all those fun things is a privilege. And it's a reward that comes after hard work. Something in which I haven't been putting in at the moment. It's so embarrassing talking about this because I know that people are going to make fun of me. And another reason why I kind of felt like I couldn't come back is because I've always loved doing advice videos. On my channel, I've always done advice videos like glow up, how to get into your best shape, how to be confident, like all of that. And I feel like one of the main things you guys knew me for, like, was my confidence. And so to me, I was like, how on earth do I come back to YouTube not being this? How do I come back to my channel, give advice, talk about confidence that I don't have, to talk about how to be happy, happiness I don't have, how to have your dream body that I don't have, to talk about how to get your shit together. My shit together where? I don't. Who's gonna listen to me on advice about this when I don't have this? So that's why I've been feeling so torn on, like, how do I come back? I can't come back whilst I'm down. Like, it's just always come back to my pride. I've been praying a lot about it, and I feel like God really spoke to me. I had a realization. I asked myself, what is it that I've always wanted to do with my YouTube? And aside from all the fun makeup beauty videos, honestly, I've always wanted to help people. Nothing made me happier than receiving all the DMs and messages I would get on how I've helped someone improve their confidence or help them leave a toxic relationship or help them find themselves, anything. I want to do videos on how to be your most confident self, how to be healthy, how to get your dream body, how to be productive, how to get your shit together, how to be your happiest self. And God knows this. And I was thinking, why would God put me through all the opposite? Why would he make me struggle with this so bad to where I don't have any of that and I don't feel qualified to be able to talk about that? Why would God put me through these hardships where deeply insecure, I struggle with this horrible life-ruining eating disorder that makes me want to isolate myself and not live my happiest life? Why would God put me through this? And then I really started to think about it, and I had this realization that every time I would post all these advice videos before, I never really struggled with what I was giving advice on. Like, I never really struggled with my confidence. I was always growing up a pretty outgoing, confident person. I never really struggled with my body image. I was always in pretty good shape. Like, obviously I'd have hiccups in the road and it wasn't always perfect, but it was never really something I would struggle with for days, weeks, months on end, or years even, like now. And although I do think I really did give good advice, like sometimes even go back and watch my old videos and it helps me to this day, like I do think the advice was good, but I realized I never really actually like went through it, or had to deal with the struggles behind the things I was giving advice on. And then it dawned on me, I was like, maybe I'm supposed to be going through this so that when it comes to me doing these advice videos, I can actually say I've been there and I've experienced it, I've dealt with the struggle, and I can connect with people on a whole different level. I guess it's like, take a 21-year-old fitness influencer that's always been in shape their whole life and never really struggled with having to lose weight or things like that. I'm sure her advice is still going to be great, content's still going to be very educational, but let's say you come across a 40-year-old mom who's had a few kids and had to lose like 50 pounds or struggled with binge eating disorder and had to completely rewire the way they look at food and change their habits, and has gone through the struggles and overcame that. Like, you can relate to them, you can connect with them on a whole different level. You're gonna feel so much more understood. Then I realized maybe that's my problem. I'm trying to wait until I've got my shit together, I've got everything on track and everything's going well for me again. And I guess I've always felt like, oh, I don't mind people knowing that I've struggled with things, but I just don't want people to see me in that state at the moment. Like, I only want people to see me when I'm up, once I've come through it on the other side. Maybe that's what's holding me back, is that I'm not showing my struggle and I'm not showing my journey. I spoke to my mom about this as well, and she was like, maybe that's what you need to do. You need to show the journey of picking yourself back up and how you're gonna get through this, because clearly it's not been working out for me any other way. But yeah, this is so embarrassing. It's been almost 2 years since I've moved back home, and since I've been trying to pick myself up, nothing's been working, and it's because, one, my pride. Maybe I've just been approaching it wrong this whole time. I guess my whole point with this is I just wanted to get this off my chest. I just want to be nothing but real and honest with you guys, and I really do apologize if you've ever compared yourself to me the past couple years, thinking, how does she get to do this? Because I've been going through it. I've been anxious that whole time. I've been doing that, running my bank account dry. And I don't want to say like the whole time it was just all miserable and just an act to make people think I'm living a fun life. That's not entirely true. Like obviously during my travels and getting to go to Japan and getting to go see my friends, I did enjoy myself at those times. Like, it was fun momentarily, but in the back of my mind I would always have this anxiety of like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on. Like I need to do something with my life. Yeah, I guess like if there's any time in my life to be fucking off and traveling, I guess 21, 22 is the age to do it. This is so stupid. You know, when I meet people, I tell them I'm stressed about what I'm doing with my life, and they're always like, oh, you're so young, you're 22, you have so much time. But you know, if I keep thinking that way, time's just gonna fly by and I'll be 25, 26, 27 before I know it. Do I want to be that age without something to show for myself? No. Like, do I want to live my life not helping others and reaching goals, finding purpose? No. While it can look great on the outside, it leaves you feeling empty on the inside. Trust me. I just wanted to open up about that because as much as this video has basically been me doing my own humiliation ritual, I'm sure my ex-friends or people who don't like me are gonna watch this video, or maybe they won't. Maybe that's just me in my head thinking that everyone's obsessed with me and they're not. No one probably cares. But if you are someone that doesn't like me and you're just watching this video getting satisfaction from seeing me down, get a better life. To find your satisfaction from seeing other people down must be a very sad life to live. That's what I wanted to say. Ugh. As anxious as this video has made me, I feel like a huge weight's been lifted off my chest, and moving forward I just want to be as authentic and real with you guys. I just want to be able to post content, post my journey, the downs and the highs, even if I'm not posting me traveling a fun cool place, and even if it's just me at home all day making stupid recipes and going on a walk in the countryside. Hopefully you guys enjoy that type of content. Yeah, thank you guys for always sticking by me and supporting me and being there for me and not giving up on me. It really does mean the world. So I want to let anyone out there who's going through the same thing as me, of feeling down, feeling like you're not doing enough, feeling like you're behind in life, comparing yourself to past versions, feeling like you were prettier or skinnier or better financially, or whatever predicament you have yourself in or where you're comparing yourself, like, just know that it's okay to have bumps in the road, and that's what life is about. Falling, picking yourself back up. Don't waste any more time. Like, I got you, we're in this together. Just put your pride aside. That's the biggest thing. Very first step in making progress is to put aside your pride. Let me know what type of content you guys want to see.